This is the second year we've had the Composers Festival at Hastings, and I did come last year to the inaugural festival where I had a piece of mine performed called Swan. This year I've got two pieces being performed from my choral work, Song of Songs, and I'm thrilled to be here. You can see it's a lovely, spacious venue. We've got a very good orchestra, the London Gala Orchestra, and a very good choir, the Winchester Consort. I think it's wonderful that the artistic director, Polo Piatti, has established this festival. It's really his vision, and it's great to be part of it coming to fruition. Living in the 21st century, there are really two basic approaches to music, as there are to art. There's the cerebral approach, and there's the emotive approach. And the thing about this festival is it concentrates on the emotive. And I think that's very important, because very often composers who have written from here haven't always had a voice in the establishment, the musical establishment. So it's very important we all get together, strength in numbers, and support one another, encourage one another, and share with one another something of our individual creativity. That is what the International Composers Festival at Hastings is all about, in my opinion. I think somewhere like Hastings, that is within easy commuting distance of London, near the sea, that gives it a freshness and an identity of its own. A place steeped in history. We all know Hastings and the Battle of Hastings. I mean, it's got a kind of ring about it. It's got a touch of class about it. The Hastings International Composers Festival. I like it. And I can see it establishing itself and becoming ingrained in the psyche of musicians and artists around the world. It's already doubled from what I can see from last year. Last year we had a pretty small audience on the Friday night. From what I can tell, it's going to be a lot bigger this year. And there are more established composers who are attending. So one would think, as long as it's properly managed, which I'm sure it will be, it can only go from strength to strength. Well, I think events such as this could well inspire younger people to turn to classical music. And I really hope we see some young people in the audience this evening. There were a couple last year, actually. I think there were a couple of children. But I think it's very important for young people to see that composers, artists, novelists are not things of the past, but they can actually turn up to an event like this and see them in the flesh, or even shake their hands and think, gosh, they're only human like me. Maybe I could do something like this. You see, an event like this can make people aspire to be creative and to seek, to seek their dreams, to seek goals which have a real career and a real audience at the end of them. Because it's a new festival, it's not kind of set in its ways. It can go off in all sorts of different directions and go off at all sorts of tangents, which I hope it will do. Anyway, we've started the rehearsal, so it might be a good idea to finish this interview, but thank you very much. I very much enjoyed talking about it.
Thanks for your time.
Okay.
Good to talk to you.
Yeah, bless you.